Hey guys, how are you? I just wanted to talk to you a little bit this morning about a couple of things going on, and I just thought it would be best if I just did this. So, um, I am first going to talk to you about I'm going to get my face out of the way, about your journal entry here that you're doing, my experience living in a historical moment, because believe it or not, you are definitely in a historical moment right now. And so I want you to write about it. You have to look at this that you are a primary source of the events that are going on right now. This document here will be a primary source because you are living it. 50 years from now, your grandchildren could call you up and say, "Hey, Grandma, hey, Grandpa, were you alive during the COVID-19, the coronavirus? What was it like? What was happening? Can you tell me more about it?" And I guess I would kind of liken that to 9/11 because, many adults in your life were alive during 9/11. I know you weren't, but I was, and I was teaching at the time, and I could tell you exactly where I was at Osage School and what I was doing and how I felt and everything. I know all those details. And eventually there'll be people, and they won't have a memory of that. There'll be people more like you who doesn't have a memory of 9/11. So we write things down so that we will have memories of that. So I want you really to look at these carefully and really use some good information, write some good information, not one words. Another thing is you can tap in here and you can delete the type here. We don't need the type here. You can delete that. And then you can write, type right in there. So for the what is happening, what caused this event, when did the event first begin, where is this event taking place, who is the event affecting, how are people reacting to the event. So in the original directions I wrote, I was really just imploring you, please don't just write one sentence in here. Try to fill in as much information as you can because you have to think about this is that the people who are reading this have no clue whatsoever what it's about. They'll only know what you tell them. So the more the better. So what is happening? Like, what's going on right now? That we are self-quarantining or we are in our homes. We are not able to go to school. Well, what caused this event? And you could talk about the coronavirus. Well, what is the coronavirus? You could talk about, what that is and why it's different, why it's more unique than any other virus, because we have lots of viruses, but what makes this one so different? When did the event first begin? You could talk about when it first began here. You could talk about when it first began at all, the very, 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 very beginning. It's called COVID-19, and the 19 most likely for the year 2019. Look into that if you don't know. And then where is the event taking place? Well, it's here in New Jersey, in the United States. It's in other countries, so we can talk about it's pretty much worldwide. And then who is the event affecting? How are people reacting to the event? So again, be specific, okay? It's really affecting everybody. And how are they reacting to it? Okay. When you get to the second slide, it's a little bit more personal. So how is this event, how this event is changing society? Well, right here, what we're doing, the fact that I'm talking to you through a computer screen and not inside of a classroom, that has changed society. Tons of people are not working. They're all telecommuting or they're working from home. Maybe, unfortunately, not working at all. And, can't go outside. I mean, it's huge. A lot of things are closed. How you're feeling about it. Are you happy? I don't know if you're happy. Maybe you're happy you're home from school. Are you sad? Are you scared? Are you bored? Are you confused? Are you curious? You want to learn more about it. How I'm staying connected to family and friends. Maybe you're using Zoom. Maybe you're using Google Hangouts. Maybe you're talking on the phone. Maybe you are doing a FaceTime group and talking to a whole bunch of people at once. Just how are you communicating? Since you're not seeing people face to face, what are we doing instead? And then what's your advice to other people? What advice do you want to give them? So again, you are living history right now. So as much information as you can give, that would be great. And then the final thing here is this journal entry. You only have to do one. Maybe you saw down here in the directions where it talked about type your thoughts and feelings and updated information in the text boxes. Be as detailed as possible. Remember that people could be reading this someday. Hopefully they will. And duplicate this slide to make more journal entry pages. I'm only requiring you to do one. You can do more if you'd like, but look at all the space in here. Why do you think they gave you all this space, and why they're suggesting to duplicate the slide is because they want you to write a lot. Again, people are going to be reading this and they're only going to know what you tell them. So you want it to be accurate. So this is your personal journal. It's like a day in the life of student in Mrs. Lautenheiser's class. So make sure you put the date, whichever date it is that you're actually typing this. And you can start with Dear Journal. You can start with Dear Diary. You could start with Day 8 of remote learning. That's what we're up to, by the way, Day 8. And maybe I might write something like, just woke up from my long winter's nap. Just kidding. Just woke up in the morning, quickly got my kids up, fed them breakfast, and went right to the computer to check in on my day. My kids are busy in 2 different rooms while I'm at the dining room table. I'm not used to this teleconferencing. I would much rather be in school. I miss my kids dearly. And it's tough. It's tough not seeing you. It's tough not going to school. It's tough having to stay in the house for a very long time. I definitely try and get out and do some walks, do some running, breathe some fresh air. Talk about how your family, you love your family, you love spending time with them. And then you could be honest and say they're getting on your nerves and you wish your house was bigger. Just kidding. So just tell them what you do. Maybe you discovered a board game you haven't seen in a while. So maybe that's what you're more appreciative of, having this extra time and not being rushed and having to run around. Maybe you're upset because it's Wednesday and you're supposed to have soccer practice, but it got canceled and, your spring season is in jeopardy. Maybe you feel badly for people who had big events going on and they can't go to them. And there's no TV, there's no sports. If you're a big sports fan, there's no NBA, no NHL. MLB is probably going to be pushed behind. So, the Olympics, I think they're saying they're going to postpone that for a year. Maybe you had a trip planned. So just tell them about your life. You are living it. Don't make anything up. Just tell them what's going on. Just describe your day. You could even make a little schedule in there and say, what you do each hour and how you pass the time, and just a journal entry, how your life is going right now. So just be honest and have fun with it, okay? If you have any questions, you can obviously always email me, but in this case, more is more. Sometimes we say less is more. More is definitely more here. All right, the other thing I wanted to show you is that we did finish Wonder. Oh, how many people loved Wonder? How many people were sad that it's over? I know, we have so much we could talk about. I really wish we could have a dialogue and discuss all the important things and the connections and the foreshadowing and everything else that went on in that book. It was just so beautifully written. So we're going to have tests Thursday and Friday. Open book, obviously. Use your book. It's just split up into 2 days. I don't think it's going to be too difficult for you. So look for that coming. And if you have the chance to actually watch the movie with your parents' permission, please take that opportunity. I know many of you have probably already seen it, and some of you watched it while we were reading a couple of times. But it's good to just kind of compare and contrast and see what kind of differences the book has compared to the movie, or I should say the movie, because it would be nearly impossible to show every single detail in that book. It would probably be like a 5-6 hour movie, and the director of the movie kind of interprets things their own way, and they made a couple changes here and there. So do you like the changes? Do you not like the changes? So just some things to think about. I'm not sure what station or channels they may be on. I want to say, I think I heard that it was on Netflix and Hulu possibly. I don't think it was on Prime. But you can Google it and see. It might even, I don't know. Good luck with that. So to kind of end our project, you are working on these last 2 slides that are due today. And then I'm going to add also, or I did add, a little activity. And the activity is going to be with these Wonder Faces. So I'm going to send you a PDF of all the different characters' faces. So we've got Augie, that's Via, that's Summer, that's Jack Will, Justin. I think that's Augie with his Lobot ears. I think that's what that's supposed to be. And then Augie, sorry, that's Miranda. There's Miranda. And then Augie with his space helmet on. that Miranda gave him. So I'm going to send this or attach it, and it's, like I said, it's a PDF. So you're going to pick one of these heads, one of these faces. You can either print it out, make sure you're just printing the one page that you want, or you can just draw it freehand. You don't have to print it out if you don't have a printer. You can just kind of draw it freehand on a plain piece of paper, on line paper, on construction paper, just whatever you have at home. And then in the head here, this part, the hair, or let's see if you're going to do somebody else. Let's say you're going to do Summer. So like in her hair here, okay, you're going to write adjectives and words that are associated with that character. So, if this is Summer, then maybe, cool beans might go there because she always said cool beans. Maybe lunch table because she was nice enough to start the summer lunch table with August. Obviously put her name in here, Summer. You can put kind, you can put interesting, you can put unicorn because she liked unicorns. So any kind of details and words associated with Summer would go here in her hair. And then in this white space here in the face, you're going to write two sentences. One sentence is going to say, Augie is a wonder because he, and then tell why he's a wonder. And then another sentence underneath is going to be about you. It's going to say, I am a wonder because I. So the last line in the book really, was Augie's mom telling him, Augie, you are a wonder. And in this sense, we mean wonder is somebody who is amazing, somebody who makes other people wonder about possibilities and has hope and is just friendly and just like, wow, I can't believe that somebody this wonderful exists. He just kind of brings happiness wherever he goes. So think about why you're a wonder. What makes you different? What makes you unique? What makes the world a better place because you're in it? What makes us happy because you're in it? Because you are a part of our life. So I'll show you mine. I did one, and I will attach this also. Here's when I picked Augie. Probably one of the easier ones to do because we do know his character the best. So I just, again, wrote words up here. I wrote words kind of all around his head here. I wrote Halloween. That was his favorite holiday. I've got Star Wars up here, sense of humor, brave. Obviously, I wrote his name. Make sure you write the character's name. And then just other words to describe him, maybe some people that are important in his life. Standing ovation had to do with his precept. And then I didn't fill this part in, but this is just a sample of what yours is going to look like. So Augie is a wonder because he, and then I am a wonder because I. And it doesn't matter, again, what kind of head you have. If I had Justin's head, I'm still going to say Augie is a wonder because. If I had Jack Will's head, I'm still going to say Augie is a wonder because. Okay, so you can pick anybody you'd like with that. And again, have fun. You can print that out if you want to color it in a little bit. Just make it look nice, unique. Maybe I'm thinking maybe I'll cut this out and put it on a blue background so it kind of matches the cover a little bit. We'll see if that happens. But yeah, just have fun. Think about that. And that's it. All right. If I haven't seen you already, I will see you soon when we Zoom. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.